recognize for the invocation followed by our national anthem by the audiovisual presentation.
Psalm of David. Unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. O my God, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed. Let not mine enemies triumph over me. Yea, let none that wait on thee be ashamed. Let them be ashamed which transgress without cause. Show me thy ways, O Lord. Teach me thy paths. Lead me in the truth and teach me. For thou art the God of my salvation. On thee do I wait all the day. Let integrity and uprightness preserve me, for I wait on thee. Redeem Israel, O God, out of all his troubles.
So please be seated. Good morning everyone, especially to our visitors, our teachers, good morning. This meeting purposely called to discuss about the upcoming activities for related to the RRM or the Disaster Risk Reduction Management Practices. Before getting into approval of the line agenda, I would like to ask the Secretary if the attendance is in quorum.
Mr. Chairman, the present are School Coordinator Rachel Ann Almendras, School Coordinator Mr. Edward Lagit from Luna Elementary School, School Coordinator Angel Grace Coronado from Luan Elementary School, School Coordinator Joshua Probetea Kagang from Doña Carmen Elementary School, School Coordinator Mrs. Queenie Facultad from Simong Elementary School, School Coordinator Irish May Abando from Gabuyan Elementary School, School Coordinator Maria Ethel Quijano from Mabantao Elementary School, and School Coordinator Junami Horolan from Bamako Elementary School. All is present, Mr. Chairman, as per records of today's attendance is now in quorum.
Thank you, Ms. Secretary. The meeting is now called to order. So let us now proceed to approval and adoption of the previous minutes. Do you have the copy of the minutes? So I will let you read it within 2 minutes. So any remarks, corrections, and suggestions? I recognize Teacher Joshua.
I have a motion and adoption to approve the previous minutes.
A motion and adoption of Teacher Joshua.
I second the motion.
Seconded by Teacher Angel. Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is carried and approved. Let us proceed to the adoption of the line agenda. So agenda number 1, updates of school implementation of School-Based Disaster Risk Reduction Management or the SBDRRM. And agenda number 2, conduct of 4th quarter national simultaneous earthquake drill. Any remarks?
Mr. Chair,
I recognize Teacher Joshua.
I am Probetea Joshua.
School Coordinator of Doña Carmen Elementary School. I have a point to include the other matters to conduct picture and schedule of IEC, which means IEC, Information Education Campaign on DRRM, or Disaster Risk Reduction and Management.
Thank you, sir. Any additional? I recognize Teacher Queenie.
I am Queenie Tipacontad, School Coordinator of Simong Elementary School. I have a point to include other matters schedule of school refresher course by school.
Thank you, ma'am. Any addition? Objection?
I move for the adoption.
Teacher Angel, move for the adoption.
I second the motion.
Seconded by Teacher Lagit. So the motion has been carried and approved. Let's proceed to the agenda of discussion. Agenda number 1, updates of school implementation of school-based disaster risk reduction management program. So any updates?
Mr. Chair,
I recognize Teacher Angel.
I am Miss Angel Grace Coronado, a teacher coordinator from Luan Elementary School. We're already created the SBDRRM, or the School-Based Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Corner, where we now display our printed evacuation roll, and each classroom has now evacuation plan, and the newly created DOT, or the Disaster Action Team.
Thank you, ma'am. Any updates or any other matters?
Mr. Chair,
I recognize Teacher Jonah.
I am Jonah Mihorolan, School Coordinator of Pamacao Elementary School. We have already created auxiliary DAC or Disaster Action Team. There are possibility that the member of DAC or Disaster Action Team is not around or absent. In case of emergency response, there will be immediate response of newly member of auxiliary DAT or Disaster Action Team.
Thank you, ma'am. Any other updates?
Sir,
I recognize Teacher Lagit.
I am Edward E. Laget, a school administrator of Lona Elementary School. So we are able to pass the resolution to PPE in order to procurement of medical kit, and our student having weekly practice on fire and earthquake drill for disaster preparedness. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, sir. Other updates?
Mr. Chairman,
I recognize Teacher Irish.
I am Irish May Abando, School Coordinator of Kabuyan Elementary School. In our school, the PTA passed a resolution approving the utilization of portion of the school donation for procurement of fire extinguishers, fine board, and medical kit.
Thank you, ma'am. Any accomplishment or updates? Any updates? So if none, we are hopeful next meeting we can hear from other schools. So let's proceed to the agenda number 2. So agenda number 2, which is to conduct a 4th quarter national simultaneous earthquake drill. The Office of the Civil Defense released a memorandum order number 101 advising all the DRRM or Disaster Risk Reduction Management offices and all school level to conduct the National Simultaneous Earthquake Drill on December 25, 2017, 9 in the morning. We may remind you that we have to simulate the said drill. There will be designated evaluator in your schools using the standard evaluation form. And any inquiry regarding the observation of the previous quarter of the National Simultaneous Earthquake Drill.
Mr. Chair,
I recognize Teacher Lagat.
we are highly recommend that the previous evaluator will be the same. Based on the last quarter, as per standard, no evaluator will go back to the same school in consecutive quarter. Purposely, for this is to check how prepared the school. Let us are getting the higher rate, but the drill is all about we know the prepared are we in the time of disaster, Mr. Timan.
Thank you, sir. So your point, thank you for your suggestion. So your point is if the evaluator remain to his task in the previous drill or the fire and earthquake drill, so it will be the same on his
Yes, Mr.
school attended.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Thank you, Sir Lagit. I recognize Ms. Ethel, Teacher Ethel.
Mr. Chairman, I am Maria Ethel Quijano from Abanto Elementary School and I am the school coordinator. Mr. Chairman, there are tendency that if the evaluator stick to his or her task to the previous school in consecutive quarter, I think, Mr. Chairman, that there might be a bias in ratings because of you already know your participants and you recognize each teachers. Thank you, Mr.
Mr. Chair,
I recognize Teacher Lagit.
the real advantage of that map, if the evaluator remain of the school area, will recognize to compare whatever difference about the previous drill. It is improving or not, Madam, Mr. Chair.
The point that stated by Teacher Ethel, it might be bias for the school if the evaluator will remain on his task. So, as said of Teacher Lagit, that if evaluator will remain to his task during the drill, so there will be tendency that you will recognize it, or you will compare it if the participants are doing good, so it will have their own possibilities that the drill was improving or not. So any other updates?
Mr. Chair.
I recognize Teacher Queenie.
In the line of the drill, do we need to provide fire drill which include bucket relay during the earthquake drill? How about the first aid team?
Thank you for your question, ma'am. Indeed, ma'am, the definition of the scenario is when during the earthquake drill, there are possible burst fire because of the electricity damages. And while during the disaster, there are casualty needed preliminary first aid. So thank you, ma'am, for your question. Any other remarks? Clarification? So as Teacher Lagit said, each evaluator assigned in previous school will be the same in consecutive quarter in order to differentiate if the drill was improving or not based on ratings of evaluation form. At the same time, there will be assigned team in the burst fire to perform of bucket relay and first aid team as Ma'am Queenie's question. So the concern of that bucket relay and the first aid team is the disaster action team. So there are additions and suggestions about the said agenda a while ago, which is the information education campaign on disaster risk reduction management in addition of Teacher Joshua, and the refresher course in addition of Teacher Queenie. Let's proceed to information education campaign on disaster risk reduction management will be conducted and facilitated by the Office of the Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction.
Mr. Chair,
I recognize Teacher Angel.
What are the inputs of this information education campaign on disaster risk reduction and management, or IAC on DRRM?
Thank you, ma'am, for your question. It promotes and maximizing the knowledge of students, how importance of our nature through disaster, learning what to do and where to go. During disaster, as part of the preparedness due to disaster is school-based resiliency.
Mr. Chair.
I recognize Teacher Jonah.
It's a good venue for skill seminar and training, especially for students, but when and where?
Thank you, ma'am. I recognize Teacher Queenie.
I have a point of privilege that might be the schedule of information education campaign on DRM and refresher course will be the same simulation schedule. It will depend on vacant schedule of for the menu.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mr. Chair,
I recognize Teacher Irish.
what grade will be participating? Mr. Chair,
I recognize Teacher Jonah.
I have a point of privilege that the grade level will be participating by grade 4, 5, and 6 students. If we include lower grades, there will be possible that they might listen to the spokesperson lecture. So might as well the grade 4, 5, and 6 the suitable for the said activity.
Thank you, ma'am. Any additional or any remarks? So as we tackle the information education campaign on disaster risk reduction management, the activity will be participated by grade 4, 5, and 6. And at the same time, the schedule and venue is the same of refresher course, but upon the vacant schedule of each schools. So let us proceed to our last agenda, which is refresher course, as stated of Teacher Queenie, that hopefully the schedule of information education campaign on disaster risk reduction management and refresher course will be the same date and venue, but it is upon the vacant schedule of the school. We will be calling for another meeting for the tentatively schedules on information education campaign on disaster risk reduction management and refresher course. Any remarks? Any objection? I would like to request the secretary for the synthesis of the meeting.
At exactly 8:30 in the morning, October 26, 2017, the Disaster School Coordinators meeting started of invocation and national anthem by the audiovisual presentation. All are present in the attendance. Proceed to the approval and adoption of previous minutes. Mr. Kagang raised for the motion of adoption to the previous minutes and seconded by Mrs. Coronado. The motion has been carried and approved. Adoption of line agenda. The agenda are these are the salient discussion of the day's meeting are the following. Agenda number 1, updates of school implementation of school-based disaster risk reduction and management program. Number 2, conduct of fourth quarter NSED National Simultaneous Earthquake Drill. Mr. Kagang raised a point of privilege to include other matters to conduct lecture and schedule of IEC or present the created auxiliary DAT or disaster action team, the possibilities that the members of DAT is not around or absent. In case of emergency response, there will be immediate response of newly member of auxiliary DAT. Mr. Lagit, school coordinator from Luman Elementary School, present that they are able to pass the resolution of PTA in order to procure the medical kit and their students are having weekly practices on fire earthquake drill for disaster preparedness. Another update, Ms. Abando, school coordinator of Kabuyan Elementary School, presents the PTA pass resolution approving the utilization of portion of the school donation from the procurement of the fire extinguishers, pine board, and medical kit. Agenda number 2, which is the conduct of fourth quarter NSED, the OCD release of memorandum of order number 101 advising all the DRRM offices and all school level to conduct the NSED on December 25, 2017, 9 in the morning. There will be designated evaluators in the school using the standard evaluation form. Mr. Lagat, school coordinator from Luna Elementary School, raised a recommendation that the previous evaluator will be the same based on the last quarter as per standard. Mrs. Quijano, school coordinator from Abantao Elementary School, raised her side that there will be a tendency if the evaluators stick to the task to the previous school and in consecutive quarter, it might be a bias in ratings because they know already the participants. Mr. Lagit answered the real advantage of the evaluator will be made in the school area. They will be recognized or compare it what is the difference about the previous drill, if it is improving or not. Ms. Facultad from school coordinator from Cebu Elementary School raised a question in light of the drill. Do we need to provide the fire drill which include the bucket relay during the earthquake drill and the first aid? Proceed to the IEC on DRRM will be conducted and facilitated from the office of the MDRRM. Ms. Hurulan, school coordinator from Macau, raised a question for the good venue and skills seminar on training, especially students, where and when. Ms. Facultad, school coordinator from Cebu Elementary School, raised a point of privilege that might be the schedule of information education campaign or DRRM and refresher course will be the same simulation schedule. Ms. Abando, school coordinator of Gabuyan Elementary School, raised a question on what grade will be participating. Ms. Hurolan from Macau Elementary School raised a point of privilege that the grade level will be participating by grade 4, 5, and 6 students. That is all, Mr. Chairman, the minutes of the Disaster School Coordinators meeting. Schedule for the next meeting will be on November 6, 2017, to be held at Big 8 Hotel, exactly 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Ms. Secretary. Hearing no matter to discuss, I hereby declare the meeting is adjourned. Thank you, teachers, and God bless.